again. My name is Greg Smith. This is Kent Robinson, business partner and friend I've known for since 2007, 2008. What's going on, people? On this cold Mother's Day weekend, very unusual type weather. When you say, even though this is your weather, man.
Oh yeah, I would prefer it be drier, of course, but yeah, I'm not mad at the temperature at all.
It's like in what is it in the 40s now, something like
40,
that.
yeah, 44. I believe.
Well, this is like we supposed to be in the 70s. This is like late late October, early November type weather.
Right,
But
right.
we're supposed to get back to some sort of normal weather.
Oh, that was my phone.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, okay,
I ain't trying
it's
to
messing
scare
up.
you, man.
Um, I said we're supposed to get to some normal weather uh this week sometime, probably near the end of the week, like always. That's just the thing that goes on with this stuff. But you know, it is what it is. What are you gonna do? And I was supposed to take my
Indeed.
mom. Oh, we were gonna go to where were we going? We were gonna go to somewhere. I first was gonna go to PF Chang's. Then I
Hmm.
thought about going to Hen Quarter. And then this weather started. I'm like, do you really feel like? She said, I don't
Well,
really like going out
yeah,
this mess. So I just made breakfast or brunch or whatever you want to call it for.
yeah. You really didn't want to be outside today unless you absolutely had to, or you were a duck.
Yeah, I really didn't. I really, really didn't want to be out in this mess. But last week I had another year around the sun. If anybody caught us when we was doing the kind of unofficial Sunset Sunday outside on some porch, me and Kent, we did one. I'm gonna try some things like that later on this summer, whatever. See if I could chime in from my phone while I'm around the neighborhood or whatever, just to get a different perspective of stuff. No, just to chop it up a little different. What do you think about that? I'm trying to say I might try to use. I got another streaming service I use called StreamYard. StreamYard lets you do multiple streams, you know, and that's one thing I liked about StreamYard. I did put a request in with Zoom. Why we ain't doing that? Why don't they have a multiple stream? Why we only get stream on one platform at a time? You
Right.
know, more people are trying to leverage their time and be seen. Just like we had a training this week on content marketing with Diane Hoffman talking about, you need to be seen on multiple things, multiple platforms at the same time to get your word and stuff out there, to get your content out there so people can build that, as they say, the build that trust like thing value. So,
Right.
you know, that's what you need to do. But you know what? I've been doing that forever. But they was always talking about do things one at a time. This one, like, look, ain't nobody got time to be doing one at a time, especially when you come my age. Ain't got time for one at a time. We gotta do this stuff now. We gotta hit everything now. We ain't trying to wait or nothing. I always thought that was kind of. I don't know if they were trying to gear that towards the um beginning people that are in this, but don't take for granted
Oh,
that the people that are beginning don't know no better. We're adults. If you get your hey, they don't have no problem about having 100,000 leads. That don't mean nothing. That ain't buying stuff. But yeah, but when it's about you know using multiple social things, there's a problem. And I don't get that, you know. But that's the climate we're living in, you know. People
Yes,
talking
indeed.
outside their neck about certain, they say one thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Uh, but tonight, well, what I wanted to talk about, I saw this in a video, and something we can relate to. You know, everybody that's in this space of network marketing, home-based business, affiliate marketing, the question should be asked to everybody who is in this space: what are you really selling? Is it the products, you know, the vitamins or lotions and potions, whatever? Let's be real about it. Let's keep it real. A lot of stuff you can get cheaper somewhere else. Am I right? Am I wrong?
You're definitely right.
Okay, so we know that you can get that stuff cheaper somewhere else. And I'm not
Mhm.
trying to negate the products and service that anybody there are selling, but let's be real. You can get cheaper somewhere else.
Yes.
When you're in business, you have to have some kind of commodity to be selling to people that may need something. Okay. What is the true essence of the business? We've heard this in network marketing a whole lot of time by one of the biggest successors in that, especially in the Amway, Dexter Yeager. He always talked about the dream. Remember the dream? Remember that speech, kid?
Oh, yes.
The dream is the essence of all this. If you don't have a dream, you can't do this.
Hmm.
And in essence, he's right. What is it that why are you in the business? Is a question that's being asked. Why are you in business? Why are you doing it? Why are you in business, Kent?
That's a fair and valid question. I'm in business because at first and at first I thought it was yeah, can I get some more, can I get some more money? And that still is the case because you know you have to put money right up there with oxygen. Without the two, there's not much you can do. But with that being said, and the older I've gotten, I'm looking to get my freedom back. You know, to to if we ever, I, I know we won't ever get back to normal, but when things start to really slow down and you can really travel more so the way you want to travel now, yeah, that is a long term goal goal of mine. I'm like when I reach my retirement age, well, the goal is to do that before the official retirement age. But when I'm financially comfortable and ready, I want to get into to an old, not an old motor coach, but a motor coach, and just go.
Okay. Motor coaches, yeah, I remember them.
Yeah,
You still like to have one of those?
I probably and maybe I got to get my dream a little bigger. I'm liking the more pared down ones because they're just as roomy, they're just as comfortable as the big old schoolers used to be back in the day.
Mhm.
Not to say that the big old schoolers are fine, but that's a lot of fuel. That's a lot of fuel to be worried about.
Well,
And
yeah, that's
I
true.
and I've seen some smaller ones that are just as comfortable, have all the amenities and all that, and you don't need 20 people to go with. All I need is one person to help me drive,
I got
preferably a female. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to superstar or anything. I'm just saying. And
so
we can just go.
so when you said freedom, you know, freedom is subjective to everybody that's
Yes,
out
it
here.
is. Yes, it is.
Okay, you know, your freedom may not be my freedom. What do you mean when you say freedom? Freedom to
Well, obviously that's going to take money, and you don't do, at least in my opinion, you don't earn money just to have just to have it and say I've got this, I've got so and so. You do that because it will allow you to do things, uh, uh, help folks that you normally wouldn't be able to help. You it to me it buys back your time. It buys back your
okay.
time as to do to do the things you really want to do, help folks you really want to help, and and if you're one of those activist minded folks, um, it, you can direct those funds into causes that you truly believe in.
So in
To me,
essence,
that it
go ahead.
that and then and that income gives you the freedom to dictate to do what you want to do what you want to do.
Okay. So your essence, you're saying time and freedom. Because there's a lot of people got money,
Yes,
but they ain't got time. You got
right.
doctors who make a lot of money. They make six, seven, maybe eight figures, but they ain't got enough time. They don't have time to do
Especially
anything.
now,
Um,
especially.
and yeah, especially now in the climate that we're living in, with the trying to get over through this COVID thing, no, they ain't got time. Hospitals are overran with patients and stuff, and that time period we was going at the height, the peak of infection that was going on. Their time is of the essence. But and then a lot of them ain't making that much money to even do that stuff. You know, and then you're in situations like that you may not want to be in. Okay.
Hmm.
A lot of people I've heard say why they were in business because they want to be their own boss. Really? You know what it takes to be your own boss? I hear people always talk about they want to be their own boss. You know, when you say you want to be your own boss, that means all the responsibility stops with you.
Yeah.
Matter whatever messes up is on you.
Hmm.
Whatever don't get done is on you. So you the one that's gonna have to make the decisions about a lot of things. Even though in the network marketing profession, it is part of a collaboration, but they're teams of business owners. They're a network marketing company that you're affiliated with pays you on two levels. They pay you on an individual level on what you do to bring a team together, be there a leadership bonus type thing, volume, whatever. Um, and then they pay you on a congruent level also of the team. Okay, but they only pay you on the individual level who performs and who don't. Okay, you got to perform regardless. The beauty of all of this, we can say I want to be my own boss. Um, the downside of in network marketing is that when you the term partnerships or duplication or whatever, you have to depend on people to do their part. And we know how folks are. Like I said, this is why I wrote that book about the prospecting side of the network marketing company, but it became problematic because you always trying to coax or convince. I'm not in the coaxing or convincing business of anything. You either see this for what it is or you don't. That's not my issue to make you believe anything.
Hmm.
Because if you're going to start a business, if you're going to go into a franchise, really it starts with you and it ends with you. And most people who don't succeed in the franchise, well, their business fails within the first 2 to 5 years. If you put in a $6,000, $100,000, or almost $1 million into that business and it fails, you ass out, and then you still may owe money on it. So those are the drawbacks of those type of traditional businesses. What are they selling? They are selling products and service. One of the things that we come across, and as Kent, alliterated on some things. You know, there are things he want to do. The job won't let you do. And I was listening to anybody know who Tracy Walker is? She was talking about one of the reasons why she disliked corporate America because she had put in for some leave and at least 6 months in advance, and because somebody had more seniority, her leave was denied. And she didn't put in the leave because somebody in her family was graduating or something. You know, trying to spend some time with family. I don't know what she did with that. She didn't go into more when they said that it was denied. I personally told you what I do. I go anywhere.
Oh
See,
yeah.
one of my biggest things about anybody as a grown man, I'm not gonna ask nobody in corporate America permission to do anything with my family. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna be here. This is where I'm being gone. Now y'all either take it or leave it. But I'm not asking you permission. I'm just not gonna be here. Y'all do what the hell you want to do. That's how I roll. Okay. That's why I am not employable to no, not part-time, not a quarter time, because I'm not gonna ask you permission. This came about after my father died in 2002 when I was working for it was Bank One. Now I'm calling them out. They're Chase now. At the time they were Bank One. My father suddenly died of a heart attack in 2002. I had leave. I didn't ask for no permission. I just saw he died. Okay. I was gone probably a week, 2.5 weeks. Came back and then, went to work for a bit. So they let all me and some other people go. They claim, near the end of the season, which it was probably because this happened in February. Middle of his funeral was that day after Valentine's Day in February. So that's halfway through the month.
Mhm.
So the next year, the same temporary service called me about doing the same thing. But when I went up to the bank to start working again, that was in 2003.
Okay.
They told me, well, they don't want me there because of what happened last year. I said, what happened last year? You mean because I took off time because my father died?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how heated I was. It was a good thing I didn't go in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real good thing. You know me, kid. At that point, I don't really give a damn. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I said I am not asking nobody for permission to do shit. Corporate American kiss my ass. I'm unapologetic about this. Y'all heard me. If anybody don't even consider hiring me. Okay? I'm burning that bridge right the fuck now. Okay? Because when you got people in those entities that make those kind of decisions, especially when you had a death in your family, I got asked permission. You don't understand? Fuck you. Really. That's my attitude. Okay. When my mother was going through chemo in 2007 and the same shit happened again, I told
Mm-hmm.
them some bitches in Time Warner that they could suck the crack in my ass. Really. I'm not asking no grown people, nobody, permission to take care of what I got to take, especially when it comes to family. You don't have enough money in y'all unless you're going to give me your whole revenue to make me do that. And then I probably won't do it any damn way. That's how I roll. Okay. I'm not dealing with people like that. This is why there's no way you couldn't get me. I'd rather not be here than to work for corporate America. I'm burning that bridge the fuck right now. I do it all the time. And I'm telling you, that's one reason my whole thing was I got in the business because I didn't want to answer to no grown people about if something I need to do. I just go do it. I do not want to wake up unnaturally to an alarm clock. That's the most unnatural thing you can do. See, there's a lot of y'all don't know what you're really in business for. Y'all think it's because of a skincare thing, a lotion, or a vitamin pack. Those are really, let's be real, those are byproducts of what those businesses are have. They give you network marketing companies. What they do, they allow you to use their products and service. That in turn, everybody heard about affiliate marketing. Well, that's the affiliate marketing side of those businesses. At least, see, I don't know if you got a lot of you guys in network marketing understand network marketing is breaking up. Really, it's broke up in two categories. It's broken up into the networking, what I call network marketing, and it's broken up into the affiliate side. Okay, I don't care who you're with, because I don't care if you're with New Skin, if you're with Shackley, if you're with Herbalife, whatever. Okay, the affiliate side of the business is allowing you to sell those products, and you get paid a commission. That's what they do. That's what network marketing is about. The biggest problem, as I said in one of my books, the thing I've been spouting off, we don't do a lot of things. They don't do a lot of networking. You'll do a lot of prospecting. Who wants to prospect? I sure in the hell don't want to chase you about my business. I'd rather network with you just to see what's going on, how you are. Too many of y'all chasing people online like you did outside before the pandemic. And that's one of the reasons why you're struggling right now, because you're chasing everybody. I don't even use, I'm just using the word prospect as an illustration. I don't even like to use the word. I don't even use that in my language in business because I don't believe in it. Okay. We are in a network marketing. We should be networking and marketing. That's it. That's all we should be doing. What you really are selling is an opportunity for people to take care, to take advantage of living their life on their own terms. That's really what this should be at. All the products and services are byproducts. You just got a product and service. It's good to have products and good products and service, but really at the end of the day, most network marketing products and services a little bit overpriced. What you try to sell people is the dream of having a business that will pay them a commission based off of volume that you or your team sell. That's it. That's all it is. Today, what me and Kent also have on another side is we sell tools. We sell commission. We get paid off a commission on different training tools, different things. We learn to have another product side of the business that if you got people who are interested in your particular business, like 90% of y'all won't be, we can still make money, a commission off of that. We have another system that helps us make still 90% of money off of people that say no to your business. Too many of y'all only got one product, one entity to sell. Okay. We really got three. The dream of buying back your time. We got a tangible product. We got two tangible products. Either some how to do certain things. And we got products like this one we've been drinking. You probably see us drinking is an energy drink that has 4,200% vitamin B that you need. You know, a lot of people in this thing talks about that people don't want to know. And I heard this long about 6 months ago, maybe less than that. That people and don't care about what's in the product or service you got. That's the most ridiculous comment I can hear people make. Especially if you're selling health and wellness, people do want it because y'all always talking about cutting back on sugars. Mm-hmm. Most of the problems in health isn't sugar, it's artificial sugar, people. See, even some of you health and wellness gurus don't elaborate on it. Y'all don't make that distinction. What y'all talk about? Well, sugar's a problem. It does this and that. No, it is artificial. When you're drinking Tab and getting a donut. Anybody remember? I remember some girl getting one of those what do you call them? Texas rolls the icing. But then she gets a Tab or diet soda.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they wonder why they ain't losing no weight. Well, your insulin is getting attacked with all that artificial sugar, and then you got that the regular sugar, your body's saying, like, that's why you got problem. You got more people overweight in this country because they thought drinking a tab or diet soda was going to cut back on that. You might as well drink regular Coke or regular Pepsi, whatever it is. It'll be better for you than that. They already got proof that the artificial sugars aren't, you know, what's that? What do they call that? Splenda, not Splenda, or I can't even think of the name. They got these artificial things that they've tested it on animals that they know.
Are you thinking NutraSweet?
Yeah, NutraSweet. I already told you. Aspartame. Aspartame is the worst thing y'all can have. Yeah. You might as well drink the sugar that you claim is bad for you. Sugar comes from the earth, but we gotta watch when we say that too. When we mention about plant-based, I hear a lot of that going around the internet also. Plant-based, what does that mean? With the COVID situation that happened, I don't know if a lot of y'all understood that the farmers were destroying their plants and they weren't reconstituting in the ground, which gives back the minerals. They were burning up, throwing it away. So, you know, your plant-based stuff that a lot of y'all spout off y'all have has to have the right nutrients. The one reason why people are, and the doctors don't want to tell you this shit neither. And I'm not a doctor, but it's common damn sense. Well, you know, we're in America, you know how common sense is. You're not going to eat, most people are not going to eat the required vegetables, nutrients that you need. Plus, we're not getting them because the foods that we have planted are missing. Now, I don't want to get into a dang on thing about that, but I'm just trying to educate a lot of people. I hear this all the time. Most of the nutrients in plant life stuff are missing nutrients in there. And that's probably another reason why you got such a big incidence of overweight people. It's not that you're really overweight. You're not getting nutrients. You're eating empty calories. Even some of y'all so-called healthy things, especially y'all need to stop with the diet soda. Diet soda ain't doing them a killing. Okay? You need to stop with that stuff. You might, like I said, you might as well eat sugar straight up. It's better for you than that aspartame. See, what you're selling a dream. The products and services, if they're good products and service, is what people buy. That's how you get paid. You ain't gonna get paid just for a dream. You are selling a dream, basically, but you gotta have products and services to get commissions for it. Do you understand that, people? The dream is to be free. What money, as Kent said, money is like oxygen. But what money also does is give you options. It gives you freedom. It gives you freedom to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, and how you want to do it. That's why I got into it. Money, freedom, money without time is a waste of time. To me. You hear me? Let me say this again. Money without time is a waste of time. There's plenty of people make 6, 7 figures, but they working all the time. And there's a lot of y'all. This is another thing I don't understand. A lot of y'all, I hear people talking about, well, what's your numbers? Who gives a fuck what my numbers are? You mean what I'm getting paid? But that ain't none of your business. This is not network marketing. The only traditional part of network marketing is the people that distribute the products and the services that you get. That's why, you know, we waste our time on what my numbers are. My numbers are insignificant. My numbers should be about what my paycheck is, what I'm doing, how much time I got to do that, what my marketing analytics. That's what you should count on, concentrate. If you're talking about that, okay. How much, where is my marketing? How many people is it reaching? Where is my message reaching? If you're talking about other numbers and stuff, nobody gives a shit about that. I don't. The beauty of network marketing, the profession is, I don't have a brick and mortar. I don't have to pay rent to that. I don't have to pay utilities extra for that. The only rent and utilities you pay for where you at. because you're working from home. This with the internet is the first time that we really can truly say that network marketing was a home-based business. Back in the 80s, back in the 70s, 80s, and part of the 90s, y'all weren't a home-based business.
No.
Y'all were just running around in the malls and trying to get people to hear your business, sit down with, going to no-shows. One of the biggest turnoffs about this business was the no-show mess. I couldn't stand that shit. I've told you that y'all heard that story. Didn't personally happen to me, but there's no way in the hell I went home from a no-show. Not when I traveled 10 hours and some bitch didn't show. Shit, you got your ass kicked. I ain't wasn't no way I'm gonna drive 10 hours one way to Atlanta for somebody not to show up. People, the biggest problem why people are getting hurt with a lot of stuff, there's not a lot of decency anymore. I don't know what's going on in our society with this COVID thing. People are shooting people like it's free now. What's going on? They letting you be able to do back to some sort of normalcy, but maybe that's their normal. I don't know. But people lost their damn mind everywhere. This heard about some shooting at a graduation party out in Colorado?
Yeah.
What kind of crazy mess is that?
Nuts.
That's another reason why, they're talking about people going back to jobs. People don't like doing the Zoom meetings. Shit. I don't care about seeing y'all no damn. Some of y'all, I wouldn't. There's no way in hell. Why would I go back to corporate America in an office where some of y'all won't even cover your mouth when you sneeze? Talking about COVID, hell, when the flu season is, you're spreading that. I wouldn't want to be back in there. And now they want to talk about these kids that have trouble learning. Well, obviously, your kid probably had trouble learning when they were in school because you didn't do what you want to do. Some of y'all having too many kids.
Yeah.
Okay. It's granted some of y'all need, they don't have enough sufficient funds for child care and all that other stuff. This is why you need a home-based business. People stay your ass at home, watch your kids doing stuff, but y'all don't want to take care of your kids either. That's an issue, but that's a whole different story. But the whole thing is options. The whole thing about your business is selling people options to do when they want, how they want, when they want, how they want, and with who they want. Okay? Like I said, there's no need for you to have to ask permission. There's a difference from letting somebody know I'm not going to be at so-and-so at this time, let you know so y'all can prepare, but I'm not asking you permission. You see what the difference is? We're not, and when you start telling people, well, can I? That's like you a slave. I'm not asking no grown motherfucker, can I? I'm letting you know I'm not going to be there. Plain and simple. Yeah, do you see there's a difference? If corporate America got a problem with it because they want to be controlled, you couldn't that's why I said I'm not for you. Because I'm not going to ask you permission. If I need to take care of something with my mother or whatever, I'm not asking you permission to do it. I'm not asking no permission from nobody. Not even the priests. Not even Jesus Christ himself. I'm not going to ask. I'm not asking permission. This is what I'm not going to do. This is what I am going to do. It's simple to me. And I know that's probably hard for a lot of y'all to take. A lot of y'all probably got a problem with being on social media because you're too worried about what your boss think or what you say on social media. Why? I remember back in the day we're talking about, the freedoms that a lot of y'all talk about freedoms a lot. There's a lot of right-wing white folks, really, when it came to this COVID and this vaccine, y'all always talking about freedom. Now, and I put up a post the other day. I said, if you are infected, fuck your freedom. Your freedom is not quince. It's what's the word? It's not relevant. Okay? It's not relevant. If your freedom means you not taking a vaccine and possibility affecting the rest of, fuck your freedom. You don't have no freedom. Nobody got no freedom. You need to understand that. Okay? Freedom is when everybody has the same freedom to do and to do something. Freedom is not just because you are this person or you are that person. Ain't nobody, we ain't doing that shit. Nobody's doing that. And you hear that shit all the time. But yet when you try to tell someone about really getting freedom, financial freedom plus time freedom, they act like you got 3 eyes, 4 eggs, and all that. But you always want to talk about freedom in the sense of some other thing. You don't have no freedom. If you gotta get up tomorrow morning, go to a job. Go to a job, people. Go to a job. I know it sounds like I hate jobs. I'm apologetic. I hate jobs for the simple fact of what they are today. And right now, what this COVID has showed us that we don't need corporate America. You don't need corporate America in the sense of that way. Corporate America want to deal with you. They need to change their business model, like what Nationwide. A lot of y'all need to change y'all's business model. Ain't nobody trying to commute 10 minutes.
And I caught a video that you had alluded to with the latest jobs report coming out, and a lot of that, as you stated, a lot of that is in part because for whatever reason, I don't know who does the tally. Either it's the Department of Labor or the Department of Commerce.
It's a combination.
Yeah, they don't count folks who are doing home based businesses for whatever reason as part of that report. And to a degree, I think some folks who have, for whatever reasons, that they left their jobs last year, whether it was COVID or someone else, and some folks who have developed their home based businesses, if and the income they're making, if it is substantial enough for them not to go back, then why would they go back?
Yeah, they want to blame the unemployment and the stimulus pack and stimulus for not going. Well, okay, let's keep it real. If I'm getting $1,200 or whatever like that, and my job was only paying me $10.50 an hour, why the fuck would I go back? If you're smart, if you took those 3 stimulus checks and invested it or put it towards a home-based business, and you starting to make money more than what your job was, hell yeah, the job market is going to be low. But they don't want to talk to you about that because they only want to base the realization that we still living in the 1980s. They think that the only way you can make them live it, you got to go somewhere. That's bullshit. We've had the internet since the 2000s or the late 90s, and people are still trying to sell the bullshit that the only way you can be truly making a living, you got to go somewhere. Some of y'all use a job like a whoopee. Like you know what a whoopee is? You know, a little blanket or a little teether. Some of y'all have that back door to that job all the time. There's nothing wrong with it, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna truly do something with a home-based business or whatever, you're gonna have to let go of something if you really want to get freedom. If you're just using it as an extra, I hear people say, well, some people only want an extra $500. Well, and true, I'm gonna be honest with you. If that's all they want, they're wasting their time. An extra $500 ain't worth $500 because taxes eat that up. If you're going to be in business, you're going to have to be in business in a sense of leadership and be for your family. It shouldn't be about just an extra song. And I hear people say, well, I love my job. Nobody loves their job that bad. Nobody. You're full of shit if you say that. I'm gonna say why you full of shit. Statistics show 98% of people say they hate their job. Y'all walk around here talking about your job. Can you, if you love your job, let me ask you this, as I said before, can you say, well, I don't feel like coming in today? Even if people who hated their job or love their job don't want to do it all the time,
Exactly.
don't want to show up all the time, can you not show up and still get paid? Ask that question to you. You love your job that much. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Nobody love nothing. Shit. Hey,
I don't know anybody who loved their job that much they work for free. If you're out there, I would love to meet you,
and your
but
job, yeah,
I don't think I don't see that happening.
my mom taught for 32 years in school system. Hell, someday she want to tell them food to go fuck off. She got
Mhm.
tired of that shit. That's why she said she retired when she did, because she was tired. I don't give a shit what you think you love. Sometimes you love your husband or wife, you want to knock the shit out of them. Okay, don't you? Really? Yeah, sometimes you want to like go somewhere before I don't want to talk to you right now. Nobody
Mhm.
loves nothing that damn bad. And sometimes you need a break from of it. But y'all can't do that because the rules in corporate America say, well, if you don't do this, you can't add that. So a lot of y'all are scared to speak y'all's truth because you too worried about that motherfucker listening to some show like I did. Bring it. I take the heat. I'll take all the fucking heat. I don't give a shit. Okay. I don't need corporate America. If I need corporate America, I wouldn't need corporate America. Okay. You guys can't do nothing for me. All you have ever been was a pain in my ass. Always. I can't remember a job that I liked. Anytime I had to get up and go somewhere and hear a bunch of bullshit, I hear a bunch of political bullshit, women talking shit, men talking shit in a cubicle, all that mess. I could not stand it. And then y'all try to make up with some damn um um buffet get together on Friday. Y'all keep that shit. Really? Y'all really keep that shit. I don't need that shit. I ain't never needed that shit. I was never that type of person, no way. Or some motherfucker bringing in some donuts. And you're usually bringing in donuts I don't like no way. So I ain't never been a big stickler of the JOB. JOB don't pay nothing. Then you wanna fuck around with people and talking about, well, you can't get this until you didn't get that, or you can't get health insurance for 90 days. What the fuck am I here for? I'm supposed to get something back. I want to return on my investments today, right now. You want to return on your shit. You want us to perform right then, but I'm not gonna get enough for 90 days. Well, fuck you. I don't need to be there. That's the way I feel about it all. I don't know how you feel about all this stuff, but like I said, we go back. Freedom to do what you want to do, to sleep as long as you want. There was a time in this, I heard, this tells you how long I've been around this thing. Somebody posted on Facebook a long time ago that you should be doing your marketing between this and this hour. I said, why? I do my marketing when I fucking get up, when I want to get up. The internet is open 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Why do I need a particular time for me to post? The motherfucker's gonna see it anyway. Sometime, if you directed your marketing to the right way. I don't get that. I've never gotten that whatever. I mean, there's a lot of shit that people spout off as really a lot of shit. I mean, just telling you. It just is. We sprout it off because it sounds cool, it
Yeah,
sounds sexy,
a,
you know.
a lot of folks are as you stated, a lot of folks are in love with the sound of their own voices, or and not to say that you shouldn't have a high opinion of
But you
yourself.
know what?
Come on.
I'm gonna say this: the brothers are real particular about that. Love talk a lot of shit what they're gonna do, and don't do a motherfucking thing. Don't do shit. Always talking about, well, man, I'm gonna go do this, and I got this down. I got I did this and I got 400 something leads. Let me ask y'all, this is another thing I always never got about network marketing on this online shit. Who gives a shit how much leads you got? It ain't the number of leads you get, it's the quality of leads. A lot of y'all spell off this. I made 140,000 leads or followers on my page. How many are engaging with you? How many are making money with you? You want to talk about numbers? That's the numbers I would ask you. How many are really truly engaging with you, and how much money are you are generating with those leads? Other than that, you zero. See, somebody posted that shit on. I said, you know what? It don't matter. We had a friend, me and you, that used to sprout off that shit too. So it made no difference how many leads you got. If you always got to go get another job, what happened to all them leads?
Okay.
If you got all them leads or got all those followers, how many you are engaging with? If I don't need all of y'all. If followers, if you just peekabooing like y'all like to do, why? Why you and get back? Why are you on here? That's the thing. Why are you on here? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. I'm on online, but that's why I choose to be to conduct business. I'm not here, social things. I do social things all the time. Okay. But I hear people talking about, yeah, Facebook was started in a college dorm for college kids. Do you think college kids didn't talk about making money somewhere? Even back then? See, a lot of y'all get caught up in this thing. Well, it's just a social. What do you think networking is?
Right.
Networking is a social platform also. How do I call it network marketing? Social platforms are to network. Doesn't matter. This shit they want to sell you about LinkedIn and Twitter and everybody. At the motherfucking end of the day, you're socializing and you networking with people. That's what you need to realize. Ain't got nothing to do with the platform. The platform is the platform. The platform is going to be the same no matter whatever. They basically all the same. LinkedIn, Instagram. Okay? You can generate followers, leads, or whatever. If you look at all of them, what do they talk about? How to generate leads on Instagram. How to generate leads on LinkedIn. How to generate leads on Pinterest. What are they always talking about? Generating leads. So with that being said, what in the fuck is the difference between any of them when you always talking about generating leads? You're dealing with people. You're networking. You're doing all those type of things to build a relationship with folks. We're always talking about network marketing as a relationship business, but we still get caught up in this bullshit about who's different, who's not. Ain't none of these motherfuckers different. They're different names, different designs, but at the end of the day, they were people, and people want to be treated like people and networking with everybody. That's what this is about. Ain't about whether somebody's better than this. Young people gonna be young people. We're all young ones. They don't want to be around their parents and shit on social media like that. That's why they got off.
Right.
It's like you don't want to be around your family when you were dating some girl or doing something after a certain age. What's the same damn thing? They're just using the social platforms that way. At the end of the day, they're all at a core level. They are all the fucking same. Even YouTube just don't engage. YouTube is about video, but you're still dealing with people. Why do you got so many people that get on there and play this game? I get some people get on my YouTube thing and say a lot of fucked up shit. They say I get this thing talking about they're engaging, but they ain't saying shit. But that's people. Okay, that's just the end of the day. People are fucked up like that. They just do. Even on my blog, I got somebody that put some comment. It's all in Asian. It's an Asian calligraphy. I don't speak that shit. I don't read it. So what's the point in engaging with folks? Because people are that big. People are fucked up like that. Like I said, they'll do fucked up shit like that all the time. Let's just keep it real about how folks are. But at the end of the day, let's be real about we are dealing with people. Okay, that's all we're dealing with. Some people we just push out of the way and deal with the ones that we want to deal with, or the ones that get what we're trying to get to.
Exactly.
Or say it's and like I said to y'all, this whole network marketing is about selling freedom, people. This is the only business that you ain't got to spend $500,000 to get into. Now, how you treat it, how you work it is all on you. But there is no business that the average Joe bag of donuts, as a New Jersey term, that could get into for under $50, maybe $100, and start a business and have an internet connection and a device like this or whatever you want. That's it. None of y'all, there would be none of these so-called gurus out here. If it wasn't for the internet, there probably wouldn't have been no Diane Hockman. There probably wouldn't have been no Ray Higdon. Mm-hmm. Okay? Let's be real. It's the internet that made them. There probably would be none of these people. There probably wouldn't been no Brian Finale and the Finale brothers, because if it wasn't no internet, there wouldn't have been none of this shit. The internet has changed the game for a lot of people.
Yes, indeed.
Until we start realizing that for what it's worth and how it's worth, we gotta quit all the bullshit about why you can't make no money and why would you work another job when you got this entity to do it. I don't understand working a second job. I don't understand going to somebody else. If you spend 8 hours somewhere else, then you're gonna spend another 4 or 5 hours at somebody else's place for fucking what?
I did that once, and I was in my 20s. I did that once, and I'm like, and I didn't have a car back then, but good thing both jobs were they were on opposite ends of High Street, but they were on High Street.
Yeah,
and I'm like, people do this after the. I'm like, people do this every day.
I don't understand.
Oh, no.
I don't understand that why there's these. I don't even understand why there's single moms working 2 or 3. How do you work 3 jobs? There's only 8 hours in a day. One of them jobs ain't worth going to.
Yeah. Because obviously you're gonna be doing time for transportation. Then once you leave that job, there's more transportation time. However you get there, and then God forbid you had like you said, you're a single parent and you got to handle kids at home and then go to another. Oh no.
That's not any freedom, people. You just living your life to work and pay bills. You weren't born, if you a believer or whatever, higher power, whatever. I don't believe you were born just to work and die. That's bullshit. You might as well no. That's bullshit. Stop believing all this stupid shit that these people tell you. Working 3 jobs is foolish. It really is. It's foolish. I mean, the only way I can see you working 3 part-time jobs. And even then, it's foolish because of the taxes that they take on you, take out on you. You might as well still be working a part-time job because you ain't making no money. And the other reason why our job report was probably down, people said, fuck it, why should I go to a job when you some bitches couldn't even pass a $15 thing for working an hour? Y'all wouldn't pass $15 an hour. You wouldn't raise the minimum wage. $15 an hour. But you expect motherfuckers to go back to work at $10.50 when your rent is $1,400 or something dollars a month? Kiss my ass. Really? People need to speak out like this more so online. If you want change, y'all niggas always want to go out march. You get more traction if we have more people in groups like this on the internet speaking out just like I do about this fucked up shit. Marching, you can only get so much done. Okay? You can't reach that many people. Love that hallelujah, putting arms and praising all that bullshit. Fuck that. I'm not doing that shit. That's what y'all love to do. I don't know why. Tradition. Are you really want change, or you just want to be seen? You be seen more this way than marching out in the street, getting your head busted open because some cops don't like the way you doing shit. I don't know. Freedom, people. That's why I got in this bitch. Freedom. First and foremost. Ain't got nothing to do with no potions and lotions. They got nothing to do with all that. Those are byproducts of business. Okay, you got to sell something to generate money. Dreams don't generate money unless there's some action and some kind of revenue or something somebody can buy to sell. That's the only reason. But at the actuality of all this is freedom. That's what network marketing was designed for: freedom, the partnerships, the those type of things. Having a business that you can work from home, that we can truly right now work from home or remotely anywhere in the world we want to work from. That's what this is about. It ain't about, all this other stuff. Even them people in affiliate marketing. You got to have a way to get your message out. The internet is the best invention because it's a distribution line. I'm not going out there marching for something like that unless I got some heat on. Okay? You got to be a special kind of stupid to keep doing the same dumb shit and think these people are just gonna not do nothing. Be honest, black folks, really, black and brown people, y'all need to quit all that shit. Y'all need to be getting on here, spreading the news on this type of shit what's going on. All that marching shit, all that knocking on the door, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing changed. We did that shit a whole damn year, and they still have killed 3 or 4 people after George Floyd. Unless you're willing to go truly to fucking war, which most of y'all ain't ready to do that. I know that. All that marching shit, and if you're gonna protest about something, this ain't being scared, it's being smart. I don't need to prove shit to nobody. Everybody say, well, you sitting behind the internet just because y'all don't understand the internet. After 20-something years, some of you motherfuckers still don't understand the internet. Y'all wanna who do y'all unless you're really to go out there and kick some ass, being out in the street like that is a fruitless game to me. They don't get no change done. Them cops and shit don't give a fuck about whether you walking in the street and stuff because they smoking people any damn way. Unless you ready to go to fucking war, I mean, it really don't make no difference. That's why you need to leverage your time with certain things to get your message out. This is the new group. What's the word that they use in the 60s? Protest through this one. But you get your message off because people will spread this message more quickly and it will get around the world. Why do you think the situation with George Floyd happened? Because we had one of these. These damn things got generated and they went all over the world on social media faster than any television people could have done. Okay? That's why the cops hate this shit. I wish some of y'all would have fucking diced that cop. That's just too. That's a shame that nobody would have done nothing. That dude should not have been able to kill that man like that. That's what I felt about it. I don't give a fuck. They should have. They wouldn't get off of him. They wouldn't do anything. Yeah, and then everybody, if you got a problem with me saying that, you just gotta do. I don't give a fuck about no right-wing motherfuckers. I don't give a shit about y'all. We're not in the right. Yeah, we're gonna stay divided until we start understanding what's going on in the world. Okay, we're gonna stay that way. But we got to understand what the availability is. Black folks got to understand what's available to them as far as all this running around and street shit. That's not changing nothing to me. We can get more done virtually and spread faster. The only damn thing we got gonna have problems with is whether these platforms want to send it off and want to shut your ass down like they did. Well, that's another story with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, and not to get all historical, but yeah, did the Black Panthers go out and protest? Yeah, they did, but they also had schools to teach kids. They also had breakfast programs. They also had financial counselors. So they were more. Yeah, you see them standing outside with the shotguns and everything, but it was much more deeper than that. Much
And a
more.
lot of y'all probably don't remember in the 70s, the Irish Republic Army,
Mm-hmm.
when the British was fucking around over there.
Mm-hmm.
See, these some bitches talking about terrorism. Them cats ain't terrorists. Do y'all really know what a terrorist is? Terrorists do not let you know when something getting ready to go. You can be sitting in a cafe and it go boom. That's a terrorist. You can be walking down the street and it go boom. That's what terrorists do. They don't let you know nothing. Okay? They don't let you know anything. It just happens. So when people are talking about these little hillbilly right wing motherfuckers, when they did that shit at the insurrection at the Capitol,
Yeah.
they could have diced them motherfuckers, have been done with it. That's what they should have done. Really. They let people know they were coming. That would have been easy. Like we get so I don't know.
I think it's sometimes it gets romanticized when
Yeah,
in my
there's a lot of things get romanticized. But we got a generation, bad to say it, kid, but we got a generation, and then some of them in your generation, they're like a bunch of puñetas. They want to pull from the hip, but they don't want to get. Then none of them really got their ass kicked.
Yeah, they don't want to get down and dirty.
They don't want to get down and dirty. I've been there. I'm 62 years old. I've been there. A lot of y'all want to just want all y'all know how to do is pull from the hip, and you think y'all man from that shit. Y'all don't want to do this. A lot of y'all ain't no shape to do this. I know I'm in better shape than half of y'all's generation because of what you don't video games, Nintendo, all that bullshit.
Yeah,
And
I seen a meme on Facebook a couple of days ago. It said, "Yeah, y'all youngsters call us old heads, but we look younger, feel better than y'all do." You know.
Old heads. I'll show you how old I am. Those are when people like me start doing some shit like y'all think of terrorists. That's when you better watch. With some of my friends who are ex-Navy SEALs, ex-reconnaissance, I'm talking about serious bullshit.
And them Bama's don't play.
They don't play.
No.
So, some of them are even Gurkhas. Have y'all don't know what a Gurkha is. Y'all don't know them. They guard the Queen in England. They got a thing over there. They guard some of the prime ministers in India and Burma. Them cats do not play. They do not play. They don't give a fuck. So, but back, like we just, I know we got off of maybe a little bit of topic, but it's not, because you'll need to understand everything goes in a circle. Everything goes and perpetuates all the effects of where we're at today, even in business. I hear a lot of y'all talking about y'all don't know what to talk about. Are you afraid to talk about it? That's more. I think it's more y'all afraid to talk about it. You don't know what to talk about. There's too much things your video partially muted due to copyright match. What the fuck is that? Oh, you know what? This was, I don't know what that was. Why isn't it? But actually what it is that um life is a content. Okay? Life is content. And for y'all not to know what's going on, oh hell no. Are you kidding me?
What?
You know what it is? Because of the radio I had on. Warner Brothers Music Group Rights Management is claimed your video is in your video in various countries. Ah, that shows you where I'm reaching, motherfuckers. Ah, because I had the radio on. Give me a break, people.
Oh snap!
Get the fuck out of here. I had the radio on.
But you didn't have it on that long.
It don't make no difference. I had the radio on. These motherfuckers is crazy. Y'all niggas, y'all lost y'all damn mind. I had a radio on what was it? WNCI? I guess it was WNCI. These niggas is crazy.
And copyright infringement. Is that
Ain't
what you're
copyright.
saying?
I don't even know who it was it was WNCI was playing it. I don't have no I don't even know who it was. Don't care.
Okay.
People, you know what? Then why don't you charge the people who are playing the radio? So if we're listening to radio and on things, you talking about this is copyright infringement when we got the radio and doing the video? Y'all fucked up. That whole damn shit is bullshit. That means if I bought the CD, like I was playing Stadia Cruz the other time, I didn't get no thing about that because they don't know habla español. Okay? This is why I see these people talking about, I don't own the music. Well, no, you don't own the music. What difference do it make? I own the music if I bought the CD, goddamn it. I mean, you know, people, come on. Stop the bullshit. This is why we got problems in this country, because the little bitty bullshit that these people are trying to play. Y'all trying to nickel and dime everybody about some shit. I bought the goddamn song. Ain't no copyright infringement. If I bought it, I own the motherfucker. Now, I don't need to say this is not my bit. It's my CD. Really, it's my CD. If I bought the CD, like some of y'all talking about them fake wigs y'all got, I bought it. Or them fat tetas, I bought them. Okay, and they fake. It's mine. I bought it. Well, it's the same thing I feel about CDs and music that I bought. Let's keep it real. Cut all this bullshit, people. These Facebook, you need to get your shit together. Y'all need to get your shit together with stuff. And anyway, when I put this damn thing out, the video that I put out, it logged me into the wrong thing. That's what was so messed up. How you gonna log somebody in the wrong thing? I don't get it. Facebook, I got two profiles. The one, Gregory Smith, I got it set to delete. I thought I had it set to delete the other damn time. But I don't want that profile because y'all fucked up sometime in January, did some old junkety junk shit that I don't even know what was going on.
I know a lot of people were upset about that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they did. I do not know. This is let me put something. I'm just putting it in. There's a radio station. What the hell does that got to do with any damn thing? You know, it's stupid. If they would start being more hands on and quit trying to be so damn automated with stuff, they wouldn't have so many problems. But you know, that's that generation. They're kind of fucked up too. They really are. Yeah, he might be a billionaire, but so what? Like I said, I don't have no ownership of this business of this music. I don't have no damn none of this stuff. So they're just this stupid. Okay, what time is it's it's 9:15 anyway. So we're running a little bit over. Um, you got any more thoughts, questions, criticism, cussing at some people?
Hey guys, yeah, we appreciate y'all popping on. For those that did, and a special once again, being Mother's Day, shout out to all the moms there. Greg, once again, happy Mother's Day to your mom. I've already I've already sent shout outs to my aunts and my my mom and my mom in heaven and my grandma who raised me in heaven. So, with that being said, yeah, hey, we're talking about freedom, and money is a medium of exchange to be sure, but it also gives you options to get that freedom, so you can do what you want when you want without having to ask for anyone's permission. And we're not saying you're if you have your network marketing business that you're going to reach the level of a Diane Hockman or Ray Higdon or or Mark Harbor.
Mark Harbor, yeah.
Yeah, but that is up to you. We can't tell you we can't tell you how successful in your business that you're going to be. What we can do, and if you meet us halfway, what we will do is we will get you connected to the steps and connect you to the tools to get your home based business to that next level.
Yeah, because we can't promise nothing. We ain't promising nothing. Nobody can. Nobody out in this space, I don't care how guru-ish they are, how much success they are, they cannot promise you a damn thing. Only thing they can do is guide you to any tools. I even hate the term. There's a lot of stuff I look at online now, and I think I wish they wouldn't say. This is other thing was success leads clues, so does failure. Okay?
Hmm.
So success don't lead clues necessarily for you. You have to discern certain things and discard what isn't for you. You know, that's what you need to do. Take what is useful and discard the rest. That's what I'd rather see. All this funky dunk network marketing quotes kind of irritate me. Always have. We start sitting down there and that's because niggas always think that shit sound cool. No, it don't sound cool. It just sounds like because a bunch of y'all were told by y'all upline to repeat this shit because so and so who dead said this. And a lot of stuff that Americans who say stuff really, you know. That's why I'm not. It's like I talked to well, I posted something. I was on a. Everybody heard no Tracy Walker. She was talking about The problem I have with people in their metaphysical type stuff, there are laws, okay, people. I don't give a shit. There are laws in the spirit realm, and there are laws in the physical realm. What I'm gonna use a scenario as a martial artist. The whole goal of a martial artist, your soul is your higher self, as they say. We are spiritual beings that live in a physical realm. There are laws here. Okay, you break them laws. I don't give a shit. And your higher self cannot sustain itself in the physical realm. Some of the laws in the physical realm is what you put in your body, what you do, and all that other stuff. If you do not go by them laws, the physical body's gonna say you got to go, you got to vacate. The higher self says, I can't stay here; it's polluted. That's where all that comes from. If you watch some of these martial art movies, and I said this to her, you know, when you see all these guys flying and jumping around and stuff in the movies, it's a metaphor of a martial artist being able to merge his higher self with his physical self. That's why they're able to do that. That's the whole scenario. But Western thought just don't get that because they're so caught up in pulling from the hip and all that other bullshit. Okay? That's not a Western thought. But yet, we always talk about your higher self. People use those terms of the most high or whatever. But people, we are physical beings right now. We are in the physical realm. That's the only really thing we can really deal with. It takes a lot of different work to deal with the higher self. You have to start learning how to talk to people on where they're at, not where you want them to be. That's gonna be something somebody else does. Most of us aren't trained to do that. I'm not saying I am, but you have to talk. You have to make people understand there are laws in both realms, and there's common sense in the physical realm. There are sometimes people saying, "Well, if you do this and take care of that, you don't need it. You don't have to worry about the virus." Bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. The physical body gonna have to have something to defend it. If you're talking only being in the spiritual realm, when you're living in the physical, the spiritual is going to vacate. And this is where we get the term passing from. Out. Okay? Body is not going to be able to fit, the spirit is not going to be able to sustain itself in that polluted body. So with the laws of what's going on, you have to protect the physical body. You got to understand both. You can't just talk about spirituality without understanding where you at now. That's why I say stop living so much in the future and live for the day and fuck the past because you can't do nothing about that. You got to deal with what we're at now, but you got to learn that there are laws in both the spiritual and the physical. Without knowing that, you're going to fuck some people up with that. Well, if you just get in tune with the no, you got to deal with both. The yin and yang principles of life, the dark and the light, they're both powerful energies. Neither one can exist without each other. You got to learn to. If you watch Star Wars, if you watch the movie Star Wars, any Star Wars fan, a lot of y'all into Star Trek, but Star Wars is deep. Star Wars is above most of y'all's thought process because it deals with Eastern philosophy. Okay? And it deals with the exact thing that I'm talking about. The dark and the light, the physical, the metaphysical, all that kind of stuff. When you mess up where you're at, Spirit said, fuck this, bye, see you, I'm out. And even the physical body's going to kick it out because it can't sustain itself. So you got to understand that from that standpoint. When you talk about stuff like that, you got to talk in terms of both. Don't forget about where you're at. You are here on earth. You are here in the physical realm. You're here to learn something. They call this earth school or whatever. If you're going to talk about this too, Talk about it from that standpoint. I hear a lot of people forget about that. Okay. And they don't understand we are here. We're in the physical realm. We're in the physical body. What's what we're going to deal with? Regardless, the higher self, most of us are not connected to it. The only way you're going to connect to it, if you connect from a physical to a higher self in both terms. Because the physical is connected to the higher self. You just got to realize that. We try to separate that too. Like, when you don't deal with talking to people from where they're at, no, they're going to tune your fucking ass out. You try to be too intellectual from the standpoint of saying, well, because you're not vibrating. Well, ain't nobody vibrating nowhere until you start talking to me from here. Understand that both of these are connected together. Well, I can get into a lot of deep shit about that. You know, from my research and just I've studied Reiki. Reiki, I don't know if anybody around here knows what Reiki is an energy. Reiki is energy healing. Reiki, you ever heard of the term ki or chi? Mm-hmm. It's your life force. Well, in Japanese, it's called ki. In Chinese, it's called chi. Same thing. Reiki means rei, hands, touching. You use energy from your hands. This is like if you ever seen the movie Five Fingers of Death, Vlole, first martial art movie came out. He had the energy, used what they call the deadly iron fist. Well, the same temperament through that iron fist can be used to heal, but it can also be used to kill you if you tap into it right. The Taoist priests are if you watch the second or the remake of Karate Kid with Will Smith's son, when Jackie Chan took him to that Taoist, I wasn't a Shaolin priest temple. I was a Taoist. The Taoist priests get into metaphysical, they get into merging both the spiritual and the physical together to be able to do feats. This is one of the reasons why Bruce Lee was able to do the things that he did. I got in a discussion with, Kent. And that was a discussion. A lot of y'all, I'm gonna be real. A lot of y'all that were born in the 60s, especially late 60s, y'all probably have no recollection about Bruce Lee because Bruce Lee came and was at his height between 67 and the time he died. Mm-hmm. This is why I got an argument with, I don't get an argument, but I just let him know. If you're watching this, there's no way, I'm going to put it out there. Michael J. White made a claim that he could beat Bruce Lee. Michael J. White needs to sit his fucking ass down. For one, Michael J. White was only 4 fucking years old when Bruce Lee was at the prime of his life. There's no way in the fuck you was going to beat no damn body. You was a little motherfucking kid. Michael J. White was born in 1967. Bruce Lee was 27 years old. How the fuck you going to beat any damn body out of it? You was barely itching your motherfucking father's pants. So your credibility in that essence is bullshit. Anybody that makes those kind of statements needs to sit their ass down. I tell him that to his face. Okay? Most of those guys that I hear a whole lot of shit about that. They talking about, well, y'all think Bruce Lee was invincible. Nobody said Bruce Lee was invincible. Nobody thought that. Ain't no different than y'all thought that Michael Jordan was it in basketball. So what's the difference?
Right.
Okay, what's the fucking difference?
Right.
But there is documentation on what Bruce Lee's abilities were when he was only between 125 and 140 pounds. James Coburn, this saw an interview back in the day, used to train with him. When James Coburn mentioned that Bruce Lee only weighed about between 125, 140 pounds, but could stop a 300-pound bag with a sidekick. And when James Coburn tried to do it, he said it buckled him out. He's way taller and made bigger. It ain't got shit to do with size, motherfuckers. Any of you martial arts son bitches out here that are young, dumb, and full of cum out here, and those that think y'all know something about it, y'all need to shut the fuck up, really. I'm saying it from the standpoint, because I've been around it for 40, 50 years. I've been around the people who train with Bruce Lee. Jim Kelly himself said the same damn thing. He said, I was there. I was there when the set Enter the Dragon. He said, I have never met a martial artist today or yesterday with the skills or temperament and speed, pound for pound. I don't give a fuck if you're in MMA, kickboxing, or what side you are. Pound for pound, there ain't a martial artist on there. It's not me saying it. It's Jim Kelly saying it.
And Jim Kelly was a bad boy himself.
Jim Kelly is a bad, there. Jim Kelly, Chuck Norris, all them motherfuckers, all them old heads will tell you. They said there was documentation on the speed that Bruce Lee had, pound for pound. He generated 300 or 400 pounds of pressure with his speed and intensity to stop a bag. So there is no fucking way Michael J. White could have handled him. He'd have knocked Michael J. White's ass through New York City. Okay? So you niggas that talk that shit about that, that's documented. Go look on YouTube. That's documented. Okay? Y'all don't want to talk about whether he was in tournaments and shit. Tournaments are bullshit. I used to fight in tournaments. They control the environment. Bruce Lee came from the streets of Hong Kong, was in a gang related to triads. Okay? Most of y'all niggas don't know nothing about no triads. Hit the fight with, that was one of the reasons why he left Hong Kong. So talk what you know, not what you think you know. With that being said, my name is Greg Smith.
We used to say that back in the day. Talk what you want to testify to what you see.
Yeah. Don't talk no shit about them. When it comes to martial arts and shit, most of you niggas don't know shit. Don't know shit. Y'all weren't born. Especially when it comes about Bruce Lee. Y'all weren't born. I said, y'all barely itching your daddy's jock strap. Y'all are just here.
I think I was 5 or 6 when Bruce Lee
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 5 or 6 years old. He's 27, 28 years older than y'all. At his prime. Y'all couldn't handle shit. Y'all could barely fucking walk. Talking about, I could have beat. Motherfucker, you couldn't beat your own ass. Shut the fuck up. Really. You know? And niggas are always talking shit about something. And it's not the first time I heard this damn thing. I've heard this a bunch of times. And people had to get in their ass. Okay? Like I said, talk what you know, not what you think you know. At the end of the day, like I end all this damn thing, don't let a job, a J-O-B, put you in the early grade. Ain't worth it, never gonna be worth it. They'll place your job before they got your damn obituary in the paper. Serious shit. They don't give a fuck. Really.
Indeed.
With the 266 job creations that happened last month, don't be surprised. They want to play it off of, don't take that as bad. What do you mean don't take it as bad? Well, y'all had almost 900 the last time. It's because we're in a different climate. We're in a different area of life. Okay? The job market ain't the same. The job market ain't gonna be the same. Okay? We're in a different time period. We're gonna be in what we are truly are entering the digital age where people do not need corporate America. We can be the competition without the expenditure. With that being said, my name is Greg Smith with Kent Robertson. Hope you got value from what we're saying. We ain't gonna be nothing but taking the truth out of here, talking straight, no bullshit, even if it's step on motherfucking toe. With that being said, I'm out. Peace. We'll see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. We're out. Adios.
Take care, everybody.